Coronavirus.
COVID-19 crisis.
COVID-19.
Coronavirus is...
When will things go back to normal? It's near impossible to predict. However, one thing for certain is that it won't be when social distancing ends. The economy is one of the single most important indicators of recovery, and small businesses, which are its backbone, have been crippled by the pandemic. There are over 1.2 million firms across Canada, and 98% of these are small businesses. According to the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses, by April, over 3/4 of small businesses had already fully or partially closed down. 70% were stressed about potential economic repercussions and changes in consumer spending, and a staggering 72% worried about cash flow. After an intense sprint of non-stop coding, we put together COVID Impact, a small business care package with a big heart. And here's what we've already fully integrated: a curated list of programs and grants to help businesses get the support that they need to survive the crisis. Real-time news parsed from Canadian media outlets that's relevant to small businesses. With built-in sentiment analysis through IBM Watson Tone Analyzer, we sense the current economic state, consumer spending, and optimism to both guide decision makers and businesses. And finally, a predictive simulation tool to assess and forecast how your business may be affected across various pandemic scenarios. Over 500 businesses have already used our platform, and we've done interviews with several news outlets. With IBM's iLog CPlex, we're currently working on refining our algorithm with prescriptive analytics to forecast potential shocks in the supply chain, as well as using artificial intelligence for a recommender system that curates highly personalized recommendations for businesses. These recommendations are based on their location, industry, and how much their cash flow has been impacted. Everything from suitable funding programs to industry-specific tips. Instead of searching through hundreds of programs, within clicks, they can see which ones they qualify for and get equipped with tools to preserve their business. Though we're currently focusing on Canadian businesses, our immediate next steps are expanding to aid over 31 million US-based companies and give state-by-state personalized recommendations. Finally, we've started distributing a survey to businesses towards evaluating the economic impact of the pandemic on small businesses and creating a heat map. The goal of this is to ensure that promised aid is getting to the people that need it the most. When will things go back to normal? It's near impossible to predict. However, one thing for certain is that though we are all socially distancing, together, great minds are converging to immunize our businesses.